Welcome, traveler of these auditory plains, these realms of adventure told with rolls of chance. I have you but for a few moments whilst our realms remain connected. The door open. I invite you to join us at this table, this mysterious realm, this podcast, Sketchy Rolls, where a multitude of possibilities await you. Doorways to adventure, to mystery and horror. Come, see what awaits behind this door.
Mr. Morbid will cast Disguise Self as a cleaner.
Can you describe what your cleaner looks like, please?
The cleaner looks very much like Larry of the guards, but has an apron on.
In a maid's outfit?
Yes. And has the quill is now a feather duster.
I start sort of pretending to wipe the floor as I'm on the floor.
Right. You're on the floor. Mr. Morbid, dressed up as Larry in a maid's outfit, it's behind.
It's giving camp energy.
This guard looks at this childish sort of waif on the floor, golden blonde curls, wiping the floor, and they say, "Larry?"
Yeah, it's me, yeah. Just don't do a little spring cleaning, you know.
A new door with a new tale will open each month, and you can seek this realm on your socials with @SketchyRolls, where fun awaits you. Doors.
Good morning, all you cool cats and polka rats. This is Jammin' Joe Mosley. It's 3 a.m. and I'm tired. You know who's not tired? Sheriff Rob Robertson, who is joining us for a short PSA concerning the tire fire in Senator Gaines' backyard. Take it away, Sheriff Roberts.
Yeah, thanks, Joseph.
It's Joe.
Listen, folks, I don't know who started it, but there is a tire fire in the back of Senator Dick Gaines' backyard right now. Now, like I said, we don't know who started it. We are investigating that. It could have been anyone. I cannot emphasize how much it could have been anyone. But we will catch the culprit, and when we do, they will see better Saskatoonian justice. Thank you. This has been Sheriff Rob Roberts. Vote for me on Election Day.
Thank you, Sheriff. I'm sure everybody on the west side feels much safer now. The senator's office has also sent a memo. They would like to assure everyone downwind of his manor that the smoke is non-toxic, but small animals and children should be removed from the area until the smoke has cleared. While y'all get the kittles out of Dodge, we have our final installment of the What's Your Damage Triangle Agency long shot, still brought to us by HauntedTable.games. Jesus Christ, Mara, can you ever keep that man in line?
The following audio has been collected from the Triangle Agency Audio Archive. Please note, these files are for authorized listeners only.
Moira, you are in a incredibly cold environment, and you see a lone park bench. As you get closer to that park bench, you see someone off in the distance shambling closer to you.
Like, what happened?
Exposure.
It wasn't near that Filipino restaurant over on East Central, was it?
Yeah, it was.
How long ago was that?
It was over the last winter. The last time I was cold, I asked for some help, and someone told me that they not to touch them. And I thought about all the people that I'd known and how cold they probably were, what with the loss of heat. So I made sure that they wouldn't be cold. Or at least I hoped they wouldn't.
Would you like help now?
As you guys arrive, Bo, you're the first.
Surprisingly, Bo's the first.
She would be. She walked her.
Bo walks out of the kitchen and claims a booth.
Yeah, Beatbox, Bo, Beauregard, Adelaide, Devereaux. First one through. As you open the door, I'm like, I know a shortcut. You open the door and it closes behind you. And suddenly you are walking out of the restroom where a very shot proprietor of the Filipino restaurant. I think they can call it that because there's probably no other Filipino restaurants for, if my experience as an Oregonian is any indication, 70 miles.
Seattle, is that in Japan?
God. I don't know if anybody else knows this story, but when I moved up to Bellingham, I was in the store and I was just fucking vibing, because I'm a guy full of vibes. That's my whole thing. And as I'm just standing in line waiting to pay for my food, a guy turns to me, an older gentleman. He goes like, hey. I was like, oh, hi. We make some small talk, and you can tell that he has something on his mind. And he goes,
he asks the classic white guy question, where are you from? Yep.
And I answer truthfully, which is, oh, I moved here from Seattle. And he takes a moment and he thinks about it and he goes, is that Seattle, China, or Seattle, Japan?
God.
Oh, buddy.
And like that's such a level of racism that it then doubles back where I get confused where I'm like, is there a Seattle, Japan? Am I the idiot? Is there a Seattle prefecture in the land of the rising sun? Fuck. And I'm like, Seattle, Washington? He goes, right. You seem very zen. I'm like, oh, I was raised Catholic, brother. Like So, fun times.
Not anymore, I'm not.
Yeah, I've been
Well, you ruined that.
I know. Yes.
I have to confess, Elliot, that's become sort of like a meme in the work chat for me. It signifies I have been asked a question that is so stupid. I am questioning my reality. I'm questioning everything I know because maybe I'm wrong. If somebody's asking me a question that stupid.
I mean, like, that's fair play to you, because there was definitely a moment in my life where I'm like, that can't be there. There has to be a Seattle, Japan for him to ask me that.
Right? What do I not know?
Right, exactly. That's exactly
what am I missing?
Yeah. Oh no, I'm the idiot again. But so I think that's the reason they can call themselves the Filipino restaurant, because there isn't a Filipino restaurant for 70 miles. So if you're going to have Filipino
racism,
you're just going to have that one option. They don't need to call it Thousand Islands or whatever. It's
great for SEO too, because people will be searching like Filipino restaurant Better Saskatoon. Yeah. Oh, the Filipino restaurant. Thanks.
Yeah. And actually, because of the way that the search terms work out, it's spelled PHILIP space PINO. It's the Filipino restaurant.
Owned by Mr. Pino. Philip.
Whose first name is actually Felipe, but
is this going to turn out to be a French restaurant?
So that's very funny.
Severely misled.
However, as you arrive in the hold on, I gotta do something real quick.
Hold on. Hang on. Hold on. Hold.
That's a handshake.
Please. Hold. Hang on. Hey, hang on, guys. Just hang on.
Your adventure is very important to us.
Elliot Googling Triangle Agency Chaos Fuck with Players.
You know what? I think it would be funnier if like you open the door, say, I know a shortcut, and close the door, and you are walking through just before the kitchen, like, you know, where they keep some supplies. You are walking out of that closet, which as you turn to your right, you can see like the chef who is behind there. Just being like, excuse me, ma'am?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I've gotten completely turned around. Where's the bathroom?
They look at you and say, on the opposite side of the dining space. You couldn't have been further away.
I've had one too many Mai Tais. I apologize. She just strides out. No further questions.
Hold on.
I don't even know if they serve Mai Tais. They probably don't.
No, that's definitely a Thai drink.
Forget my English. Do you have my Philippine? I don't know what they'd be called.
Do you want some hollow? Yeah, sure, whatever.
Like, it's the confidence of a drunk at 10 a.m. Okay.
I will say that's a confident fail on that.
Yes.
That's such a... You're so wrong on that. You're like, I walk out as if I've never been righter.
3 commendations from me.
I'm loving the confidence of a drunk at 10 a.m.
Yeah.
That's a perfect summation.
I mean, I could tell you a story about that.
So as you find a booth, the matron of the Filipino restaurant comes out, surprised to see you because they just opened literally a minute ago. And you are already there. And she goes, "Oh, sorry, Mom. What can I get you?"
What's your favorite thing on the menu?
She looks at you. You can see that she's making a judgment call. She's lived in Better Saskatoon for most of her life.
Let me help her out. Let me help you out, honey. I am a white girl. So whatever it is, 0 stars.
We'll go with pancit then, Mom.
Oh, I actually know what that is, and it's fucking delicious. Thank you.
Pancit and lumpia, she says.
Oh, perfect. You are speaking my language.
Mm-hmm.
And there's going to be 3 others joining me, so
3 orders?
I'll wave them over as, you know what? Yeah, let's just get some lumpia for the whole table.
Okay, she says as you can hear her slippers. You can hear that slipper sound when people are walking and kind of skidding a little bit. Oh man, that is my childhood right there. As pancit and lumpia will be brought to the table. As that happens, you hear the ding-a-ling from the...
Gary's doing the best he can.
The ding-a-ling from the door as Jam and Joe and Gary pop in.
Wait a minute. Please say what did they do again? Gary did what?
Pop in.
Oh.
Love to hear it. Gary Poppins loves a poppin'.
You love to hear it, folks.
Hey everybody, I've just made probably the best pun I've ever made, so I'm going to retire here. Thank you, everybody. Great time had by all.
That's a series wrap on Elliot Rose.
That's a series wrap. Thanks, everybody.
But then I sent you the handshake gift.
Wait, hold on, wait. Everyone hold, please.
Thank you for
Hold,
calling.
please.
Your adventure is very important to us. Please continue to hold as we locate your gift.
I do love you guys. This is amazing. Okay. As Jam and Joe and Gary pop in, what happens next as Lumpia starts to come out?
I think like Joe walks in, sees Bo waiting on them. No mom. Just right, okay. Just heads down to just plop into the booth like opposite Bo.
As they walk in, Bo's giving her the Forrest Gump wave.
So, is she in the bathroom? Or did you just...
Well, she was right behind me a minute ago. She's probably taking the long way.
Yeah, interns.
I know, right? Bo says completely not knowing at all.
I think it actually gets like the faintest chuckle from and then like the Limpa, I'm not pronouncing that correctly. Say it again.
Lumpia.
Lumpia. The Lumpia arrives and she looks up. She goes, "Oh, hey, Odessa. How's it going?"
Oh. Good. How are you?
Oh, about 2.5 in.
2.5 Mai Tais, she says as she looks at Beauregard.
Like there's an actual pause as as Joe's about to clarify like the soup bowl size coffee sitting in front of her. And she looks at Bo and she's like, yeah, we just came from a party. Went on real late.
Yeah.
She says as she nods.
It was a real smash.
Oh yeah, I bet it was.
We all got smashed.
As you guys are relaying how smashed you got, you see what looks to everybody else in the Filipino restaurant.
I thought I was the only one there. Didn't it just open? Get your story straight.
A car arrive, and the car is a Lincoln Town car. However, you know that isn't your experience with it. When you are inside this car, it is so fucking, it can accommodate anybody doing anything. Like another player can't sit. It can accommodate them standing. However, to the outside world,
Oh, it's a Cardis.
Oh my god.
Town Cardis? Would that be better?
That was amazing.
God. Oh my
Artist.
God.
I'm dying.
I'm just collecting handshakes left and right.
Yeah, no, that was fantastic.
he's handshake rich. As Moira steps out.
Oh look, whole party's back together again.
Gang's all here.
Y'all don't serve Mai Tais here, do you?
You just see like Moira just like straightens out her jacket and comes like marching in, her heels clicking, and just slides down and sits.
Oh, there you are. I thought you were right behind me, I swear to God.
Yeah, I was until your little whatever turned into a janitor's closet.
Ah, shit. I gotta figure out how to stop that from happening.
That'd be nice.
That would be great, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it just be great if you did that? That would be great.
Interns.
I know, right?
I think seeing the problem, Joe would just like look at Odessa and be like, some people can't hold the liquor.
She nods knowingly as more food comes out. You have pandesal, you have ube pandesal and regular pandesal available to you, and they bring out, because I'm gonna guess that Joe's kind of a regular, they will bring out we'll go with Joe's favorite being chicken adobo, if that's all right by you.
That's actually about what I was gonna say.
Nice.
I will say on her ride over there, Moira, you did notice that more of those chairs, the chairs that have anti-homeless bumps on them.
Benches, some might call them.
Yes, thank you. What was I saying?
Chairs.
And I was picturing them inside the restaurant, which was deeply confusing.
They're like long chairs, so
Long chairs, outside long chairs, outside long chairs.
Hey, there you go.
Well, a bench is just really a couple of chairs put together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Moira absolutely clocks them and just like makes a mental note to herself.
So I bet you didn't expect this place to be this hopping so early, huh?
No. She says, as she is I think she's thankful for the service. Because Lord knows if my experience in Oregon is anything, there is a group of people that go to a Filipino restaurant and it is other Filipinos. So they have, for what I presume are white folk in here, kind of huge, outside of Jam and Joe, who seems to like this place.
Yeah, apparently. Or she likes the waitress. I mean, hard to
Yeah,
know.
100%.
6 of one, half a dozen of the other. She likes what's on the menu.
Bit of both.
God. But having noted that, and everybody back together, what do you guys do?
We'll probably let Odessa get back to work for like a minute. As we can actually talk shop.
Yes.
Over the weirdest breakfast or whatever this is. I don't know what time of day it actually is if they're just opening.
Oh no, maybe it's one of those restaurants that like closes in the middle of the day. Like they're open for lunch and then they close and then they're open for dinner.
Oh
so,
yeah. So maybe it's like 4 o'clock. Anyway, so we're just having our dinner or something. All right. So what happened? Broken glass sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
And you saw our anomaly.
I did.
Wait, what?
Oh, well, yes, I didn't get a chance to tell you that, darling. Anyway, yeah, I kind of had a moment. Well, we had several people trapped in glass boxes.
What?
And then I believe our dear Bo here broke those glass boxes.
Oh, and I think at this point, like, Joe is like looking through her text messages and she's like, I think you mean ice boxes, right?
Yes, pardon me. Yes, the ice boxes. Anyway, at some point.
How many loose ends? A whole party trapped
At
in...
this point, I think I got most everyone. Maybe one was a little skeptical, but I think we're good.
Yeah. We might have to keep an eye out for some conspiracy theories online for a while.
Yeah.
Is there anyone, you say the word?
No, I think it's fine.
Which word is that?
Clean.
Sure, why wouldn't it be?
No,
okay.
No, yes. Anyway, no, we're fine, Garrett. Thank you.
Coffin's always open. Just that's all I'm saying.
I can also talk to him, Gary. Don't mind.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Dom.
We might try words first.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Crazy idea I just had.
But
just a thought.
Yeah, I mean, and it sounds like this is going to be on the news pretty shortly, and I've got a guy at BS that I can...
Yep. Actually, well, it should be on the news right now, honestly.
Do they have a TV at the Filipino restaurant?
Is there a tilde over the end in Pino?
Of course there is.
Good.
Filipino.
As we zero in specifically on this place.
Look, this place is now the centerpiece of the mission, okay? It's the centerpiece of the entire game.
We're really, like, building up TFR here. Or is it TPR, since we...
This is some deep lore.
This is some deep, deep lore. I see that Elliot has muted himself, so I think we just get to run wild with this.
Yeah, we just get to fuck around right now.
Oh, good. I want to order a Filipino Grigio, please.
God damn you.
If Elliot's off mic, I'm going wild.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all he comes back to say is,
Just stating the facts. What was it? What did I miss?
We solved the case.
We're asking if there's a TV in this Filipino restaurant.
Is there a TV in the restaurant? Yes, there is. It is a it is a flat screen that currently has fish swimming as the image.
Oh, great.
I think since we are the only people in here, Joe's just going to go, oh, hey, Dessa, can you put that on 13 for a minute?
Oh, yeah, she says as she gets the remote and flipping it to channel 13.
Thanks, hon. And just give her a little wink.
Oh, of course.
All right, well, we can just see.
Good evening. I'm Bocephus Douglas Furr, and you're watching KIBS Channel 13 News at 10. For our top story, we go to Karen Pickles at the Better Saskatoon Downtown Northeastern Eastside Convention Center. Karen?
Thank you, Bocephus. I'm here at the Better Saskatoon Downtown Northeastern Eastside Convention Center, where a fundraiser for State Senator Dick Gaines took an unexpected turn this afternoon as a disgruntled former employee staged a protest against cultural appropriation, using boxes made from ice to temporarily imprison the attendees. With me now is State Senator Dick Gaines to tell us his story. Dick?
Between you and me and the walls, I am loving this protesters angle. And you know, the more I think on it, I've probably seen some of them protesters lighting tires on fire on my... Wait, is that red light on? Why are you pointing at me, son? Oh, sweet Jesus, are we live right now? Well, yes, I did heroically save everyone trapped in them boxes.
Wait, that's not...
All right, I'll pass this on to my guy at the station, too, just in case. Actually, speaking of my guy at the station, so the bank definitely got those people shut down, too. They are mired in legalities right now, and I think... I don't know, seems like they're going after the whole area, not just the shelters. That's just where they're starting, because, of course it is.
Mm-hmm.
I told him to pass the word on. You think there's anything we can, or you can get done about it?
Oh, I'm already planning so much. I am very ready to ruin lives and take their money. In fact, the senator somehow, I don't know, it's a weird thing because, the senator. You've met the senator.
I have unfortunately met the
Yes. Yeah. Somehow, though, I don't know, those people just found him charming for some reason. Anyway, he was already raking in some extra money for his fundraiser for apparently hiring and bringing in the right people to destroy the ice boxes, as it were. Anyway, that's a fair amount of money that at this point the campaign has plenty, so I think I can shunt off some of that to add to other places. But also, I am so ready to bring down the lives of the people involved with that bank. Because I know there's dirt there, and I can find it. Don't you worry.
Sounds like we got a cleaner ready to go for it, don't we?
We also do that, too. But see, it's, Garrett, don't take this the wrong way. Because the cleaner is very good to come in at the end. It's best to make it messy first.
I like the way you think, Moira. I love doing missions with you.
Mm-hmm. So I say we systematically and fundamentally ruin their lives, their careers, and their livelihood. And then once they are to a point where they might need kindness from people, such as the people who they have fucked over time and time again, we can send our cleaner in. Just, take out the trash, as it were.
Y'all are fun.
I might have been in politics too long.
You're about to be pretty fun with me, because I need to get back on Sir's good side, and I think the station might need to get involved in all of this. I think we could do a nice little, maybe two-parter to shed some light on the situation. Fundraiser, rally thing.
Sure. Trying to figure out how we can best take advantage of our on-air rivalry.
Call it a bury the hatchet moment.
Ooh, I like that.
Bury the hatchet for a good cause.
Yeah.
I don't know. Not catchy, not my best. We'll workshop it.
Yeah. We'll fix it in post.
I like to bury the hatchet in that guy's head. Anyway, so we need to figure out where this guy passed around here.
It was very cold, and it was on a bench, or near a bench.
You mean one of them long outside chairs?
Exactly one of those. But it was untouched. It wasn't one of the ones, it wasn't a new one.
No, there was one just over there, I think.
That's probably as good a place as any. Because that was the thing. He took me to some liminal space where it was absolutely freezing.
Excellent use of vocabulary.
Let me see if I can go find the most likely bench outside. I'm not leaving, so I don't have to be involved in splitting the bill. I'm doing important mission work.
Gary, you know I always pay for you.
Gary does know that, but he's not going to acknowledge it.
It's an unspoken thing where it's just like, no,
Yeah.
I got the bill.
Yeah, Gary always finds an excuse like, oh, I got to go to the bathroom. I'm going to go investigate things outside right now.
And I think like Moira is the type where she's just like, she's never going to let it like touch the thing. She's always just going to grab it and be like, what, are you going to argue with me?
Yeah.
So he doesn't even need to make excuses. It's just like, no.
Gary's putting on a show just for himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he does. Yeah, he does have to tell himself that.
Aww.
Okay, so Gary wants to go outside to investigate which one was maybe the one that he fell sick at. Gary, as you are going outside, and you can see that there are what is apparently, like, to your trained eye, is too many benches. There's just too many benches. Or canonically outside chairs in a row.
Long chairs.
Long chairs. Sorry, my bad. Canonically are outside long chairs.
Long, just to be clear.
Are long chairs. You can tell that there are too many here. However, all of them have the ordnance on them. You have one directly across the street, you have one on either side of you, and you have one down the corner a little bit. Which one would you like to approach first?
The one closest to the restaurant, or just, I guess, basically closest to where I am, because why would I cross the street and then double back to where I am?
This makes all the sense in the world.
We're not playing D&D, but I still believe in the economy of action.
Okay, I guess the choice here is left or right?
Left.
As you head left, you start to get closer to the chair, and although it has the little bumps on it, as you're approaching, you feel a chill deep, 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 deep in your...
They're called bones. Those white things inside that hold the flesh up?
Deep, deep, deep in your butt.
But yeah, deep, deep, deep in your butt. But I am trying to see, I do have 22 points here.
Oh, God.
Of course you do.
Do you? Do you really? Are you sure? Are you sure you do?
I think
Are
that
you
was
sure?
actually 15. No.
Spend those points. Spend those points.
Gary, as you're getting closer to the bench on the left-hand side, you are heading towards it, and suddenly it appears as if, and this, I'm going to spend 2 here, you notice 2 old shoes are suddenly just placed perfectly next to each other, next to the bench. You certainly didn't notice that before, but you've noticed it now. And as you continue to approach with the cold going deep in your butt, where the white things are,
My butt bones.
Your butt bones
are chilled.
They are chilled. They are chilled and not thrilled with this current thing. And I'm down to 20 now. As you're approaching, the shoes start to animate and start to walk towards you. Gary, I'm going to need you to roll me an initiative real quick, because it seems like these shoes are, as they are walking, you notice that each step has ice on them.
Okay.
And it seems like they are oh no, that was the distortion, but for the shoes themselves, I'm going to be doing a double, so that's another 7, so I'm down to 11. I'm down to 11, so I can still kill. but we have 2 minor anomalies have
For
popped
the
up.
listener at home, Elliot was questioned off mic how much he's spending of chaos. That's why
Yes.
he suddenly
Yeah.
dipped into math inexplicably.
Yeah, that's very true.
Sorry, I was trying not to break the narrative, but
No, Elliot just kicked the narrative in the face.
I also really appreciate how often you remind us that you could kill us at any moment.
yeah. So just since we're on math, hold on. Was that -4 then -7? If you got 11?
No, it was 2 then 7, so 9.
All right, then you're at 13, not 11.
13.
Yeah, you should have started at 22.
Oh, I started at 20. Haha, 13 for me. Thank you.
Now I'm
Lucky
doing
13, you dumbass.
So I can actually, I still have available to me a kill, and a reality trigger, and also a kill. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So this is are you having me roll because of my quick draw thing because it's trying to do me harm, or is this something else?
Yes, it is going to be trying to do you harm.
Okay. Bum. I rolled 2, 4, 1, 4, 1, 1. No! There are no 3s in there.
One of these days, these boots are going to walk all over you.
Do you have any emergency assurances that you can use to boost that, or no?
Yeah, I do. Let's see, I'm just reading it. For each additional 3 above 1, you can choose an additional target to harm or eliminate.
Both choose.
If I'm reading this correctly, can I spend 2 of my initiative quality insurances to get 2 successes, which would then be on success, you shot first, and then for each additional 3 above 1, eliminate a target you've already harmed?
Yeah, so you shot first, the aggressor is harmed, and their attack does not exceed. So you can definitely, if you spend 1, you can definitely hurt them before they hurt you.
Wait, I don't want to eliminate them because it's possible this is the Billy Club. I don't know if I want to just eliminate them. That sounds very final.
Yeah, that would be final. However, if this is Billy Club, your gun isn't able to destroy the anomaly itself. The gun would be the thing that you would have to use.
What I want to do is I want to use the briefcase on him. I don't know enough about the mechanics of this game, so I don't know if eliminate would then forestall that option. Would it disappear him entirely? Would it incapacitate him?
He wouldn't be gone. However, if this is Billy, it would hurt him enough and you can wear him down to eventually. There's multiple ways to get someone in the briefcase. Either you wear down the anomaly through damage, or you try to find a more passive way of slowing them down or making them accept going into the briefcase.
Yeah, I'm gonna just do the 1, and
Okay.
I'm gonna not take the eliminate, and then Gary still thinks that he's gonna be able to talk a brother down here.
Okay, yeah. As you shoot first to stop the ingress, the shoes do stop.
Gary senses a dirty pair of shoes coming towards him and whips out his cleaner. Whoa there!
As that is happening, as Gary is being confronted by beat up, let's go with New Balances.
As Gary valiantly tries to save himself through the power of spritzing.
We cut back to inside the Filipino store TMTM, or the Filipino restaurant TMTM, and Odessa thinks for a moment as she's collecting it, which Moira has most assuredly taken care of, and you can see that Odessa is struggling with something, as I think you can just outside the window you can see
spritz
as Odessa is thinking of something.
You all right there, Odessa? Seem like you got something on your mind, honey.
As she is thinking, then she looks at Gary just randomly spritzing something, and then she returns because she doesn't know what that means.
I'm acting like this is totally normal.
Oh no, absolutely, and I love the fact that you were just not calling attention to it because she's like, I don't see any sort of thing that he would be spritzing except the air. Is he trying to clean the air? That doesn't make sense. As she thinks about it, she goes for some reason, I don't know. I've been thinking about this old man that we used to take care of, and I don't know what made me think of him, I guess. And then she looks at the lumpia, the pile of lumpia that she's brought out, and she goes, maybe it's because we would always give him 4 of them whenever we saw him. Do you guys want some extra lumpia just for the road? Maybe give it to somebody?
Won't say no to that.
Never would.
Okay, I'm going to put in an order.
Lumpia are excellent, by the way.
Thank you, Mom. We know.
I think Joe's gonna give her like a little count and then get up and follow her.
Cool. Joe has no idea what's happening.
Oh, intern, you sweet summer child.
I think I'm just gonna stay here and keep eating the lumpia.
And she'll go like lean on the counter next to her after she's like, yelled her order to the back. All right, I don't mean to overstep here, but you sure that was all that was? You just seem a bit, I don't know, a bit down about that.
Oh, I heard about the fire. So, I don't know. I guess I'm just, feeling bad overall. She smiles as she giggles. So, and I'm on shift, so I can't give anything. So.
Oh yeah. I mean, hey, if you want us to run that down there, we can. I was down there earlier, and I think Bo was too, for the station. So.
She thinks about it as the lumpia starts as the order is up, and as she's about to turn to get the order, we cut to Gary, who has stopped the progression of the shoes currently. Gary, what would you like to do in this moment?
Hold up my hands, hold my spray bottle above my head. I'll hold on there, friend. I got no truck with you. I'm here. I'm here to help. I've been when you are. I understand you're angry at the system. Let's just talk.
That's very good. I think from inside the restaurant, as Gary Poppins says this, Moira and Bo eventually hears, because currently Bo is AFK, BRB, RBR, and B2A. But currently, Moira, you can hear, as Joe is talking to Odessa, you can hear Gary being like, hold on, friend.
I think Moira paid, right? Just FYI.
Yeah, 100.
That's like very important to Moira to know that's.
Yeah, she's sending you out with extra lumpia.
So I think she would just get up and oh look, and since Bo is back, she would just grab Bo, be like, "Come along."
You what?
Joe, we have a problem. She'll call.
Joe will hold a
just
finger up to him.
Fine, take your time.
And Bo, what you heard was Gary being like, "Hold on, friend, I got nothing to truck with you. I used to be in your situation."
I used to be a pair of shoes. Also, I feel like at this point, Bo is just developing a character habit of always leaving places with a mouthful of food, because of course she's still stuffing lumpia in her face.
Fair.
As Moira drags her out the door.
Yeah. Come along.
Her mom had her on like so many different diets as a kid.
Oh my god. Yeah. Now just every chance she gets, she's like, creme brulee, lumpia. Yes.
She's like, give me the fucking carbs. Give me all the carbs.
I will eat anything.
I need those carbs.
Carb gremlin. And then like Moira's just marching up over to where Gary is.
Okay, as Moira and Bo are joining Gary with the menacing shoes, the dirty shoes coming towards him. As they are arriving outside with Gary with his hands up, saying, "I don't have anything to truck with you." The shoes, which were about, we'll put it about 20 feet away from you, continue to come towards you.
Billy, I think what you need right now is maybe a little spot of that Filipino goodness. I know this was your favorite place, Moira. Can you bring some of that Olympia over here? Set it on that bench.
Mm-hmm.
Billy, why don't you
cool.
just warm yourself up with a delicious dinner?
Moira just like not even like being very like careful. She just marches over. She like marches over to the bench, sets down the lumpia.
Oh well, the lumpia is still with. The lumpia is coming
Oh
from.
damn it, that's right. We didn't grab it. So she'll run back in. Oh no, it's not done yet. Damn it, it's not done yet.
It was just done as we cut to you.
Okay.
So.
Tell you that she's just gonna march over to the shoes.
My bad. I misheard it as that was carried out.
I feel like Joe is vaguely aware of where Mama is because they've worked together so many times.
Mm-hmm.
You can see us outside.
Well, that too, but like her eyes are like on Odessa. She's talking, but she just takes the like package of oh God, I cannot remember.
Lumpia.
Thank you. Takes the box of it and just hands it over and like out in Mama's direction.
Okay, that she marches back in. Grabs it.
Meanwhile, while this is happening, Bo sadly and very hesitantly places the remainder of her half-eaten lumpia on the bench.
Very nice.
As you are walking around the shoes, which are coming for Gary currently, yeah, you do feel an enormous amount of cold. However, it isn't harming you yet, as you sadly deposit your half-eaten lumpia there.
Mm-hmm. And a little ramekin of sauce next to it that I definitely took from the table.
Yeah. As that is happening, Moira, you see Bo depositing the ramekin of sauce that she 100% took from the Filipino restaurant. You see Gary engaged with the shoes. And as you were coming back with the not half-eaten order of lumpia, which we appreciate what you were doing, Moira, you do hear in your head, well, I don't think you hear it yet, so disregard that. What do you do?
Okay. I mean, she's marching up. She has the container of food. She'll set it down and she'll just go over to the shoes, like stand directly in front of them.
Okay, Gary, you see that she is walking right in front of the shoes. Do you do anything, or are you just like, she's got it, she's for pro?
Yeah. Gary trusts Moira implicitly in a situation like this.
Bo sees the fresh order of lumpia and very quietly takes her half-eaten one back.
And Moira's first thought is to like respond to the shoes like the shoes are it, but she's going to look ahead and up, like roughly where she kind of remembered how tall he is or was, and then just look at him and be like, we're here to help.
As you say that, we cut back into Joe, who is still with Odessa.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think what they were saying in there, she's like, so this customer of yours who'd stopped by, was he connected to them? The shelter, I mean?
Oh, yeah, Well, he had some trouble with the shelter that supplied medical pills, sorry.
Sounds a bit like Billy. Clubber?
Oh, She immediately nods at this.
Didn't know you knew him. You seen him recently?
I saw him last winter on the bench. We
The
called.
one right outside? Oh, sorry. You called?
My mom called.
Oh, hon, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we actually, the night before we found him, he was outside after we'd given him some lumpia, and a businessman had just finished eating. He loudly declared how much he did not like our food. And as he walked out...
Sorry, that's just fucking rude. Anyway, go ahead. I didn't mean to...
Money gives people... She looks askance at that. Money. And Billy asked if the man would hold him because he was cold. And the man told him to never think to touch me again. I'm laughing because I'm angry, she says.
Oh. Yeah, I'd heard something about that. I didn't realize that was here. I thought that was... What happened? Call the police?
He did.
Yeah. No, that's what I meant. Oh, shit. And then... But Billy came back. Yeah, of course he did. Well... She kind of flounders for a second, like, glancing out the door at what the fuck is going on out there. Like,
Yeah,
no.
you see Moira addressing the air slightly up, as I think Odessa follows and is like,
Agency stuff, don't worry about it.
Bo's still gnawing on Olympia next to a bench.
You're just there to learn and observe.
Yep.
Yeah. Like, oh, that couldn't have been easy on you. I mean, all of it. The jackass hasn't been back, though, has he?
No, he didn't like our food.
No, that doesn't mean he doesn't come back. You know how these people get.
I do. But no.
If you never ever need an ear, you know where to find me.
I do, she says, sometimes in the booth.
Maybe I should make that a bit more frequent.
She isn't upset about this suggestion.
Honestly, she was trying to help her unburden herself. That's one of my directives, but it's not working. So she's going to try and keep her attention so that she's not looking out the window.
I think this is excellent work. Yes, because as that is happening, we have Bo chomping on her the last of her lumpia. We have Gary being holding ready for whatever may come, and we have Moira looking at roughly where the eyes of the figure was in the displacement, and she says, "We're here to help." Am I understanding that correctly?
Yep.
Then I think each of you here, as your general vicinity to this pair of shoes, it is getting colder and colder, and you can feel as if you don't act soon, there will be some damage with how cold this is getting. However, you hear in your head one request, which is, would you hold me?
Well, I cannot deny a request. Bo scoops up the shoes and cuddles them.
I was gonna say unquestioningly.
They wouldn't ask if it wasn't important.
I was gonna say that Moira's standing right there, so Moira was just gonna unquestioningly open her arms.
As you both come up, and what does Gary Poppins do?
Gary's moving in for the hug as well, and then it's just mystified at the intern grabbing the shoes off the ground.
I love how the three of you arrived at the same conclusion, one of you getting there in such a different way than the others.
Look, I'm still figuring out how this works. That's the only part of him I can see.
Yeah, it totally is.
Either the intern is going to be very successful or try to trip a ghost.
Yep, I may confidently fail, but damn it, I'm going for the shoe.
I love this. As you guys all go in for the hug, it is almost unbearably cold until suddenly it is not. It is warm, and although you are holding his shoes, you are hugging his shoes.
Am I able to pick them? I just need to know this so I can picture it in my head.
Uh-huh.
Because honestly, this might lead to a commendation for me. Am I able to pick them up off the ground? Or do they have, the weight of a person in them?
I think... depends on who got there first, I think.
Well, technically, Moira would have been first because she was standing
right there
the whole time.
So then I think it would have been as you were going to grab the shoes, suddenly you lift them a little bit, but then you feel the weight of a person there.
Excellent. In that case, I drop to the ground and cuddle the shoes.
And this will lead to a commendation. How?
Embarrass yourself for others' benefit.
Well played, old friend. Well played. As two people are hugging what is now appearing to be a figure who is haggard and left alone and disregarded by general society, we have Beauregard,
and one dumbass hugging his shoes.
Who's also a star, and I think oh my. It is suddenly warm, and I think from inside, Odessa is like, is that, as she shakes her head, is that Clubber?
Oh God.
Nope, just looks like him.
No.
She's gonna go, no, I think that's Wesley.
Wesley?
Yeah, he's another guy down at the shelter, or I guess was at the shelter until this morning. They did look a lot alike, though. Real tight, those two.
She starts to go from behind the counter to get a closer look at this.
And I think Joe's just gonna, like, take her hand before she moves. Just between both of hers, just looking at her. She's like, look, I know it's been rough, especially, I guess, given what happened. But, I mean, we know that can't be, right?
That's a very good choice of words to use there. She shakes her head and she goes, yeah, I guess. I don't know. I guess not. I guess I'm just sorry.
No. You have nothing to apologize for. I mean, it's really my fault, honestly. I've been sitting here poking you about the whole thing, and I really should have known better than to do that.
No, it's okay. I haven't really gotten to talk about him, she says, as you take the blame.
Yep.
Nice. As you get a commendation.
Commendation's rich.
Yeah. As suddenly, the three of you see, having Gary there, it is no longer cold. And he says to the three of you, I think him looking down at Bo at his feet, and then looking at Moira and Gary, who came in for the hug as well, he says, I'd like to go someplace warm, please.
Okay. We'll help you. And then, Moira...
I know, shortcut.
The briefcase.
I don't actually say that.
Gary's reaching for his briefcase.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Moira gives him one more squeeze. And then we'll step back and nod to Gary to use the briefcase.
Yeah. So I open up the briefcase. Billy, you don't ever have to worry about being cold again.
Really tempted to ruin the moment by throwing Olympia in there. You know what I will do is I'll pick up the Olympia from the bench and hand them to Billy and say, here, you can take these with you.
Oh. Gary is stressed out about that Lumpia spilling in his briefcase.
As you hand him the Lumpia and he looks at you, Gary and Moira, he doesn't say anything. However, as he steps into the briefcase, you and Joe from inside, I think you also feel this. You feel an enormous amount of gratitude counterbalanced with a sorrow that things ended the way they did. However, as he steps inside the briefcase, you snap it shut, I take it?
I'm going to wave it around open.
Yeah. Just get out of there. No.
I have 3 points in professionalism, Elliot. I do my guard-dong job.
I do my job and I do it well.
You may call me a dingling. Gary Poppins is nothing if not clean and professional.
And with a practiced snap of the lid that bespeaks to the high quality of his professional abilities and skills.
I was so impressed.
I have one of those nice briefcases you get after like 30 years of service.
Oh.
Nice.
Nice leather one. It's got good trim on it. It looks really like, vintage, cool.
Like Mad Men style.
Yeah.
Gary's got a styling briefcase.
But you feel the snaps, and the anomaly is gone.
Dun, 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 dun.
Congratulations, team. You have caught your anomaly.
Yay!
Cool. Now what?
Paperwork! Dun, 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 dun.
Yay!
So much paperwork.
And we all jump in the air and freeze frame.
Don't you forget about me. But I think there is a debriefing. So as the anomaly disappears and was not destroyed, you guys get +3 commendations for that.
Ooh.
I think that is exactly what your handler, who is distinctly different from the person that started this mission. This is a rather large, solemn man with his skin is so gray and mottled it almost appears as if he's made of concrete. As he sits behind the desk in a suit, just incredibly broad, almost at the point of parody, but not quite. As he's reviewing the paperwork that you had, and saying,
"Oh, well, Chekhov's gun. Excellent. I guess I should say Poppin's gun. My apologies for that. Okay, and we have the anomaly one, Billy Clubber?
Mm-hmm. Clubber, I think, was his nickname.
Mm-hmm. Well, team, this is quite impressive. You only have one loose end, so that is going to be a demerit. However, considering how bad things got...
As he looks to the four of you.
Very good. Very good.
Mm.
Yes, Gary?
Sorry, not Gary, Doug. I had wanted to attempt to tie up that loose end.
Oh, go for it then.
There was actually 3, but regardless, I believe. Well, I believe getting a completed the way we did forgives us 3. So technically, it's a wash.
What 3 were there?
No. Because you guys get the 3 commendation for using the briefcase as opposed to a 0 commendation.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but if you look on the mission report portion of the character sheet, at the bottom of anomaly analysis, it says a complete and accurate anomaly analysis chart. Boy, that's hard to say. Earns the team 3 forgiven loose ends.
Oh, you're right. You're exactly right. Okay, so that loose end is forgiven.
Hey.
Well, it's only 3 too if we're counting Dick Gaines.
He's a constant loose end. Like,
I'll say this. I think at this point, he's not a loose end yet, but there may be some trouble with a Dick Gain later down.
It's adding to the suspicion level.
Yes, absolutely.
So what Gary was going to do is, after talking to the other agents involved in this, because Gary's the gravedigger. So yeah, he's a nice jovial guy. He kind of does spooky shit on the side to protect the team. So he was going to track down the person that had the conspiracy theorist person and Dracula coffin his ass.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I wanted to.
I can't say I feel bad bringing this up, but there were 2. There was that guy, and then there was one of the crime scene detectives that Bo talked to.
Oh, well, that's an intern problem.
Thanks, Gary.
I gotta cover the long-term agents here.
Well, did you even tell anyone about that though, Bo?
Probably not.
I don't think she did.
Yeah, I don't think she did either.
Like, Sadie doesn't remember that happening. I don't think Bo would have thought to mention it.
I wonder if Gary, if he had known, would he cover for the intern over the other agents that maybe could to take the hit. But again, it doesn't matter because we get 3 freebies. But I'm just saying for this case, I was going to get one of them done.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Definitely. And I like the idea. Like, so tell me, just give me a quick. How does this happen? What happens? Because you find a conspiracy theorist. You can see that he.
No. So let me read from the book for the ear viewer at home.
Ear viewer.
As a gravedigger, which is my job in this, I have initial requisition: a Dracula's coffin. The coffin of the monster himself lies deep in the vault, buried under layers of earth. Once per mission, I can exhume the coffin to place something inside of it that can fit a person. When the coffin is returned to the dirt, whatever you place inside it never existed. All memories of it are erased, and every effect it had on the world is ascribed to other sources.
Holy shit!
So this is this is something that Gary does to protect his team. If there's loose ends, stray shit, if there's little Gary loves to clean up. So if there's a little dirt left behind that can, take this from 95 to 100, he's gonna do it.
Fuck yeah.
You also took care of something that I was going to have be a reoccurring thing if we wanted to make this a more regular part of our diet.
Yes, please.
Very good, though. I appreciate that.
Hey, I want this to be a regular part of my diet. It just means you got to bring new meat to the table, baby.
All right, so that's one loose end that's technically gone, correct?
Yeah, and I would say that, in other circumstances, I could see Elliot requiring me to, well, how do you track this person down? How do you get them back into the agency, into the coffin? In this case, I'm going to ask that you're that Gary has a gun that can be used to intimidate people, even if it's a spray bottle, and that it just kind of happened for this one.
Well, yeah, I also think this maybe since he's starting to go down the conspiracy line. I mean, you work for an extra governmental agency. That's a is.
I could show him shit that I just have in my pocket that would blow his goddamn mind.
And he would, I think,
he
so
would
that
follow
would
me anywhere. The fool.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So I think that would be, and we'll see the actual Dracula's coffin. Really, it exists.
Gary's a nice guy, but he's also, he is really spooky, and he will.
He's also a serial killer.
Yeah, he will do some questionable things to protect the agency.
And he does. He takes care of a loose end conspiracy theorist. Congratulations, you guys. So you only had one loose end that left.
So I'm sorry. Let me just check. Did that give Gary? Has Gary gotten any commendations?
Oh, my math would be that I did.
He buried a problem.
I buried a problem, and I did clean up a mess. Technically, at the very beginning, I cleaned up the coffee spill.
All right, so that's a yes. Yeah. Okay, just wanted to double check.
So that's 2 commendations for Gary. We have Joe having take the blame and connect someone to an unexpected fate, help someone unburden themselves. I think that does count for her being unburdening herself, so I'd give that to you. So that would be.
Oh, awesome. Okay, I'll add that on there. I'll do another updated one here in a minute.
And then for PR, create a distraction. You definitely did that. Give a great excuse. Give a great excuse. Ensure they will never speak of this again. I think you gave a great excuse. Can you think of any place where you ensured they will never speak of this again?
Not for this one.
Yeah. Okay, so two there. And then we have the intern who confidently failed.
So much.
Embarrassed herself for others' benefit, which we'll give for the shoes. Bring something screeching to a halt. I feel like you did in the first one, but I don't remember that. But I don't remember exactly what it was.
I don't either, but I do remember that happening. So I've been marking them down as, because it's each time you do this, right? It's not just it's not just one per one. So including the successful capture of the anomaly, my math has me at 7 commendations.
Oh yeah, because we add 3 for that. You're right.
Try hard newbie.
I got 3. I got
you
7.
did fail competently in the other episode too.
Yeah.
So
so much.
I think that tracks because you did a lot of shit in that first episode.
So then the team success on a scale of AAA to F, I'm going to give this one a AAA. I think you did everything. You dealt with the complications that came about, and you dealt with them very well. You were able to learn more about the anomaly, and you were able to find out the ways to get him to calm down. So yeah, I would rate this a AAA, and also Gary not going for the attack, instead just trying to stop him from attacking him. I think that was very good.
Yay!
So then award the player with the most commendations the certificate for mission MVP.
Kiss ass.
So who has the most commendations?
That would be Bo.
Yeah.
Okay, so mission MVP is Beatbox Beauregard Adelaide Devereaux. Because that's what your name is in the agency's personnel file.
I think it should be Beauregard Beatbox Bo Adelaide Devereaux because Beauregard's her first name, Beatbox Bo's her nickname, Adelaide's her middle name, Devereaux's her last name. That's the order it goes in.
Because she's bad.
As the holder of the name, I believe you're able to dictate the order in which it is spoken.
Yeah, so that's how it's listed.
That's what makes
Beauregard,
sense to me.
Beatbox Bo Adelaide Devereaux. Okay, nobody here got significant amount of demerits and loose ends, so no resonant probation there. And okay.
I don't think we got any demerits.
I
Did
don't
we?
think so. I mean, like, I kind of turned down Adelaide's request for me to go to the party, but then I ended up going, so I don't know if that counts.
That also wasn't during the mission. That was before the mission.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, I'll take that.
Okay, so with that, you guys have your commendations. There is something called an employee incentive program based on how many commendations you get. Like a cost of 3 gives you an official mug from the Triangle Agency. 6 gives you can increase your maximum quality assurances by 1 in any quality.
Ooh.
For 9 commendations, a random orphanage in need will receive a year of funding, and so on and so forth.
Sorry, orphans. Daddy needs some skill.
Thank you for listening to our Triangle Agency Longshot, featuring Sadie Blake as Beatbox Bo Devereaux and Bill Santa Baby, Douglas Gale as Gary Poppins, Dick Gaines, Adelaide Devereaux, and Jimmy, Kate Ingram as Moira O'Malley, aka Mom, and BSFM station manager, Sir. Ray Palmer as Jammin' Joe Mosley and Sophia Baby. Elliot Rose was our general manager. Audio engineering by Parker Postini, Sadie Blake, and Douglas Gale. Sound effect attributions are available on our website, wydpod.com. Triangle Agency is a product of Haunted Table Games. They are not a sponsor, and we purchased our own copy of the system. If you liked the show, please recommend us to a friend or leave a nice review on iTunes. Or both. If you liked the show, follow us on social media. We are at WYDPODD pretty much everywhere.
You are now authorized to have a triangle day.
We'll fix it in post.